Everything I spit rare, we sound in that great area podcast. They talk about hip hop all the way in the UK, so they gon' get props. Ooh, let me catch it,
This episode needs no introduction, really. If you've been listening to us for a few years, you know every time at this point in the year, we take a moment to stop and just have a look at what we deem to be the best albums of the year so far. So let's not waste any time. Should we just quickly go around and name our top fives, and then we'll get into it from there. So, Sam, do you want to go first?
Yeah, let's
Maybe
go.
5 till 1.
Yeah, okay. So my number 5 album at the moment is the big hit Boy and Alchemist album, Black and Whites. Number 4 is ScHoolboy Q, Blue Lips. Number 3 is Don Toliver, HARDSTONE, Psycho. Number 2, Mach-Hommy, it's technically Rich Ass Haitian, but it's not spelled the right way. So that's how it's said, but not spelled. And number 1 is Vince Staples' Dark Times.
Nice one. Okay, I'll hop in next. So my number 5 is a very new release. It's Boldy James and Conductor Williams, Across the Tracks. And then I've got another Boldy James album with Nicholas Craven, Penalty of Leadership. Number 3, Vince Staples' Dark Times. Number 2, ScHoolboy Q, Blue Lips. And then number 1, Mach-Hommy, Rich Ass Haitian. Kieran, do you want to follow up?
Mine's not ordered, I'm gonna lie, just because I don't really. It's too soon. But the 5 I picked are ScHoolboy Q, Blue Lips, Vince Staples' Dark Times, Boldy James Conductor, Across the Tracks, Mach-Hommy, Rich Ass Haitian, and Lupe Fiasco, Samurai.
Okay. See, I thought we were in order, so that's why I was quite surprised when I saw Lupe on there. But
I would still put it on top, though, to be honest. I was listening to it today.
Yeah,
I was going to say, Kieran is the biggest Lupe fan in here next to Theo, and yeah, it just makes sense that he's put it in there. I'm not to do spoilers, but I was surprised.
Within 3 days, I had to just put it in for sure.
Yeah. All right, sorry, go on. Theo, it's your turn to shine.
Yeah.
I know, but I can't. You know what's mad? My phone's died. I can't even see my list. I'm stressing out.
We can read it out for you if you want. So the order you've got at the moment is Big Hit and Hit Boy and The Alchemist, Black and Whites at 5. The first Boldy James project that came out earlier in the month or the year, one of the two. Vince Staples, ScHoolboy Q, Blue Lips, and Mach-Hommy, Rich Ass Haitian at number 1. That's your.
That's
order.
what. Yeah. I couldn't remember how I ordered it because who I had as number 1 in the list needs to be number 1, and I couldn't remember how I did it. So.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, so that's your list in order. Neil, you've got your list up, haven't you? You've come prepared.
Yeah, I got my list up. I might change it. A little something, but what I got number 5, I got Gets On Purpose with a Purpose. Number 4 coming in with Mach-Hommy, Rich Haitian. But I kind of want to share that spot. Actually, I'm going to with ScHoolboy Q, Blue Lips. I'm cheating. Then number 3, I got Tierra Whack, Worldwide Whack. And number 2, J. Cole, so that's number 1, Might Delete Later, J. Cole.
Okay. Newcomer to the function is changing things up, but I like it. Shared number 3s. It's given 2.5 and all the scores we used to give back in the past.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I kind of felt like I couldn't decide between the two.
It's all right. Mid-years are that kind of period where not everything's set in stone and things will definitely change. Number 1 albums, mine probably won't change, but the rest of the top 5 will definitely change, hopefully, if the certain projects drop that are meant to drop.
So I'm looking across, and it looks like we've got a universal top 3. It's Vince, ScHoolboy Q, and Mach-Hommy. Does anyone want to start with any of those? I feel like, actually, do you know what? Can we start with ScHoolboy Q? Because that's the oldest one, so it's been a while since we chatted about that one. Neil, I don't think you were with us when we spoke about that album. So, should we start with Blue Lips and just like how is that? How are we finding that? 3 months down the line.
You know what? I think the album's just sitting well. Like, we don't get ScHoolboy Q very often, and arguably the last couple albums, I say that lightly, the last album in particular, wasn't completely to my liking, but this one is. This one's in the right kind of zone, right kind of space. bit more introspective, a bit more kind of experimental in some places as well with some of the sounds. And compared to what else has come out this year, I doubt you're going to hear something this good. You know, obviously it's number 4 for me, but it could easily go higher up with more listens, because out of all the albums I've listed here, it's the one I've probably listened to the most because it's been out the longest, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. I don't know if
Out of yours, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what everyone else has to say about it.
Anyone want to jump in?
Oh no, I just think it's a solid album. I just like that it sounds refreshing because I just think Q has come back and he's sounding nice on the mic, and there's certain standout tracks like Blue Slides or what? No, I'm having a mare today. You know why is that sort of? I've put it on the foot. No, I'm having a mare anyway.
Thank God for me.
Go. Yeah, thank God for me. Literally, I think the kids.
Thank God for me in that moment.
Yeah. 100% thank God for you. Anyway, I just think he sounds nice. I just think he sounds nice on the album, and then sounds are different, and it's just refreshing coming from Crash Talk. So I just think he's come in and it's nice to hear. And it's one of the best albums I've heard this year, and the music that's come out from this year, I just think it stands out a bit, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think it's also one of the most artistic projects as well. Like every transition makes sense. There's bits and pieces going throughout that, like details, you know what I mean? Like years of work into it, not just a rush job.
Yeah, I remember us having a conversation a while ago on WhatsApp. We were talking about, I guess, how left field ScHoolboy Q has been throughout his career. And what's that term that you've used, Kieran? The avant-garde gangster rap. I can't remember what
Avant-gangster, yeah.
Avant-gangster, yeah.
I feel like that's the Alchemist genre in it.
You need to trademark that.
I feel like ScHoolboy Q don't really get mentioned in that category, but I think he is. I think he's clearly that's what he's come up on, is those street raps, but he's always been making music that's a bit more out there, a bit more left field, and this one was definitely a return to form, I think. Although I went back to Crash Talk, and it weren't as bad as what I
was going to say, I never thought it was bad. It just, in a few places it was good, in other places it was just a bit mid. But that song "Water," that's pretty good. Water.
Yeah, it's a tune, man. I think, do you know what with this one is? It's funny because I feel like the beef just engulfed everything for a good month and a half, and this one came out maybe like a few weeks before it, so it was definitely heavy in rotation then. And then there was this period where I was like, oh my god, I completely not forgot, but I just didn't go to it for a while. So returning to it was nice, and it's it's definitely, like I think Kieran said, one of the more artistic, expansive projects of the year. And ScHoolboy Q is just charisma for days, isn't it?
And sorry, Neil, you did not get a chance to express your opinions on this album, mainly because you were in the sunken place of not being on the podcast.
That's all good.
I wonder if you could talk to us about how it made your top 5.
To be honest, for everything, there's been so much music that's been released, a lot of singles. I haven't listened to many albums, but out of all the albums I've listened to, this one sat with Mach-Hommy because I just felt like it was just a well put together project. I haven't listened to it a number of times. I think only twice, and both usually on my commute to work. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it's got that LA sound that he always brings, and it's different. I think the production of it is just good. It's unique. It doesn't kind of blend in with what's currently out there. So it stands out in its own right, which I really like. But overall, I think I still need more time with it. I think the 5 that I put up here is what's kind of grasping me the most. I've listened to more albums, but I wouldn't even mention them, not in a bad way. It's just that they haven't really like drawn me into even to mention. But I think these ones have. So I think, and like what Sean was saying, for me, the whole beef just took all my attention in those weeks and months. So now we kind of have a bit of downtime that I can kind of play back a few things. So I was hoping to get the end before this podcast one more listen to, but I didn't get to. I only listened to maybe 1 or 2 songs. But definitely the next few coming weeks, I'm going to give this a play. So I don't really have much to say, but except for it was a good album. I enjoyed it. It was refreshing. And I look forward to listening to it a few more times in different kind of spaces and different mindsets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, refreshing is a good word for that album. I think that although it's not done, I always consider Schoolboy Q to be a mainstream commercial rapper because of how big he was when he sort of first
Oxymoron
first
hit.
established himself. But and that's why it was refreshing to me. It was like mainstream hip hop kind of went a bit dull for a little while, and obviously the beef has like completely gone to another realm and making things exciting again. But that's how I felt about Schoolboy Q's album, was just this is a bit of a jump start. This like, you know, the more mainstream side of things needs. It's just a shame it didn't sell as well as his previous projects.
We
Speaking
don't
of
look at
LA,
sales. It's grey area doesn't care about sales. We don't give a fuck about your sales.
no, that's true. That's true.
We don't
I
give a
wanted
fuck
to
about your
just
top five
mention
either.
2 tracks. Before we move on really quick, just 2 tracks that have stuck with me. I don't know if anyone's mentioned Pig Feet, which was like an instant favorite
Oh, it's a
for us.
banger.
And the other
It's a
one's
banger.
Cooties as well. I feel like every time Cooties comes on the track list, I get locked in. He's talking on that.
Yeah. That's one of my favorites. Speaking of LA, should we talk about Vince again quickly?
Yes, keep
Sam,
it
I
LA.
think resident Vince stan, and that's not a dig. That's like I'm with you. Do you wanna kick off with Vince?
Vince hasn't dropped a bad album in a long time. That's what I'm
Never.
going to front this with. Vince is
Ever though, really.
I
he's
didn't say
never.
ever. I said in a long time. That's what I said. Yeah, I don't know, man. This Vince album has been sitting with me. I've had a few moments with the Vince Staples album as well. Like I was listening to it, I think the week or maybe the week after it came out. I went to a shop. I paused my headphones, and the song was playing in the shop from near enough the same place I paused it.
Yeah,
So I was just like, damn, this album's all over. You know what I mean? So I just really like this album. I think it's got some great songs, some songs that will definitely be making an appearance for me in my end of year kind of awards gifting type of time of the year. And I don't know, something about what Vince says, it always seems to resonate with parts of my life I'm going through. Sonically, it's hitting the right kind of notes as well. It did a nice little transition for me from the springtime into the summertime. And I think there's songs in there that can sit with me through the summertime. So yeah, I've always loved Vince. I'm definitely loving Vince a bit more now, especially because he's not 3 for 3 in that regard. But, you know, self-titled album was good. Ramona Park Broke My Heart had a few songs on it that I really enjoyed. And this is kind of between the two, where it's got definitely some what I would call eternal Vince bangers, and then a few other songs that I just really, really like. So I'm really happy to see it in mostly everyone's top 10 list, or top 5 list, should I say, for the year. And I would hope that everyone else is feeling a similar way to me, that they are enjoying certain songs of this album. They like the album as a whole, as opposed to just a few select songs. And yeah, I can't say anything bad about it quite yet.
Yeah. What are those standout songs, Sam?
Black and Blue. So that song I feel like could live with me through the whole summer. Etoofy as well. Government Cheese is quite good. Shame on the Devil. Little Homies. But yeah, to name any more than those 5, it's a bit of a stretch, but I'm pretty sure I can see a lot of people nodding in here when I mention those tracks. So, you know, 5 out of 13 tracks, that, you know, for me, that's a good album. And they flow nicely. I'm missing out the tracks in between, but the journey from track 1 to track 13 is quite an enjoyable journey. And the album's not overly long, which is something that I quite enjoy a lot of Vince's projects, is that he gets in and gets out. So you can always slot this album into a part of your routine, and it's not, you know, taking up too much of your time, or you have to stop halfway through.
For sure. Any other thoughts on Vince?
I could be here all day.
I think
someone
for
else
me,
talk.
just quickly, I thought it was good. It's just that I just feel like it didn't grab me at the right time. I think I probably wasn't in the right space. I played it when I was in the car, and it was nice, and it just went really good with my journey. But I wasn't able to really like soak it in, if that makes sense. So it's not a diss at all. It's because it sounded good. It's just I couldn't tell you a line, or I couldn't tell you the names of certain songs, but I enjoyed it. So again, that's another one that I'm gonna revisit. That's the only reason I didn't put it in the top 5. Again, there's no diss to it. But yeah, I was hoping to feel some of the points that Sam was saying, because obviously Sam's the advocate of him, and rightly so, because it does sound good. It's just I haven't got to that point yet.
Advocate, you know.
I don't trust me.
Oh, that is
Elections come in, vote Vince.
100%. Yeah.
Love that.
Hey, I guarantee you, if Vince was over here and he's running for prime minister, Sam's gonna be on the campaign.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
I'll be there. I'll be in the streets. Change my last name to Ramona.
Oh man. Okay. I mean, we spoke about him fairly recently. I don't know if anyone else has got any like new thoughts or like any sort of different opinions on this album. I mean, like a bit like Sam, it's just one of those ones that you can easily play. I think that's a good way of putting it, Sam. Is like you kind of in and out, and it fits into routine. It just makes it easy to live with the album. So I'm fully on board with that. And there's definitely a couple tunes that I think will be in the conversation come the end of the year. If that's all, should we talk about the other one? And I just realised actually that Neil, you didn't have Vince in there, but we all had Mach-Hommy, didn't we? That was the other one. We all had ScHoolboy Q and we all had Mach-Hommy, Rich Ass Haitian. Theo, I think me and you had it number one. Was there anything you wanted to chip in on there? I know we spoke about the album maybe like a couple months ago.
I don't think there's anything new. It's just that now that I've had a few more listens of it, I just think that he's rhyming at such an extremely high level, and it's just sitting back and actually taking it in bar for bar now and having longer to process it. I'm actually thinking, oh my God, this guy is just incredible. And the body of work that he's produced is just phenomenal. It's like a chef's kiss, and just I keep replaying certain songs and just thinking, this is just outstanding. I just think it's some of the best work this year, personally. But I've got nothing more to say than what we said already. I just think I've just appreciate it more now that I've been able to sit with it longer.
And it's that real hip hop. If you want to get some real hip hop, this is that. The beats are good. There's a few songs on there that are a commercial attempt, should we say? But even then, they feel genuine. They feel real. And,
yes,
and
you didn't like that song, did you, Sam? I remember
It came out today as well. He's spit in the summer weather. It works so nicely.
Maybe I wasn't in the right frame of mind, but I can still appreciate the rest of the work, you know. And if I'm honest, this project, it's real boom bap, it's real rap. If you want to hear some real rap, we've got other options for you, like Boldy James. But Mach-Hommy, if you're one of those people that's like, rap ain't been good since the 90s, motherfuckers just chatting shit. Listen to Mach-Hommy. You need to get the lyrics up to read it, to really understand what's going on. You're going to have to do a few Google searches. You're going to get some political knowledge about Haiti and whatever else. Like, it's serious. It's serious.
Sam, you can't mislead people, man. Huh? Remember, Mach-Hommy don't let his lyrics go online.
I was just about
you can't find them anywhere.
They're somewhere. They must be up in Spotify. They surely are there.
No, they're not on Spotify. You can't get them.
I don't know. I've not checked, but all I know is whenever I've been like, I want to know what he's saying there, and I go to Genius, no, it's gone.
Ever since Sean said about you can't get no lyrics, I was determined to find lyrics, couldn't find shit.
He's on it, man. Mach-Hommy and the team are on it. Yeah.
You don't need to know what he's saying. You got a vibe with it. It's hard when it rain don't shine.
No, for sure. I say for me, Sur le Point d'Avignon, that might be my song of the year, you know. Every time that one comes on, the chorus is classic.
Yeah,
it feels like it's been out for years.
Yeah, it's incredible. I think I said it when we first spoke about it. There's something about the tone of his voice with the bass, and it's incredible, man. But just to kind of, I guess, follow up from what Theo was saying about digesting it with an album like this so dense, I think these albums do get better with time, because there's too much to take in on the first 4 or 5 listens to really appreciate it. And I think because you can't find the lyrics, it forces you to listen.
So that's clearly what he wants you to do. He's made music for you to listen to, which is a shame because the game we're in here with rap music, you kind of want to read it, but I understand where he's coming from, man. More respectable for that.
I kind of want to go off piece a little bit, because Neil, you've correct me if I'm wrong. I'm getting an impression that you're not like wowed by this year so far, and in terms of album. Wow.
Yes.
You know what they say? If you're gonna come for the king, you better aim for the head. What the fuck? Where did this come from?
Just really sending shots early.
No, that's not a shot. Am I wrong? Like, I feel like
you're not wrong.
Sure,
yeah. Because I'm actually. What? I feel somewhat similar. Obviously, some of the albums we've just mentioned there, I really rate, but I think compared to, especially like between 2020 and 2022, this year has not been that stacked in terms of the first half of the year. That's not a problem. It's just an observation. How does everyone else feel about that? Because I don't think it's been as, like I say, it's not been as stacked as it has
Album
been.
wise, I agree, but songs wise, the playlists tell us that songs have been fucking coming out non-stop.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
songs have
songs
been
coming
incredible.
out.
Yeah, but
I feel like
album
for
wise,
me,
no.
yeah, I didn't really want to be oversaturated though, and I'm quite glad we've had like a decent amount to take in and not like too much. And I also feel like the Friday that just passed, we got some really good albums, so I think it made up for that.
I think as well, we forget that we're overdue a few people. Like Tyler might drop this year, Kendrick's gonna drop this year. Do you know what I mean? I think a lot of people are just like, yo, like I don't even want to bother, like, because
Feel your face though when you asked that question was jokes. Your eyebrows were screwed. Like, what's the level? Like,
No, I know because
Like,
I know
what
because
you're
I am
saying,
interested because
Yeah.
you know, like certain years, like when Sean was saying about from 2020 to 2022, the level of some of these albums
getting
were
10-10.
absolutely,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
were phenomenal. Whereas this year, don't get me wrong, we're talking about some really really good albums, but I want like these upper echelon. Where is that complete standalone album that you're like, oh my god, I've been absolutely blown away? Like I've not been blown away. Like these albums are good, but I'm not like on the edge of my seat stuff. Like I haven't had
hear that.
reactions like. How can I put it? Like Little Sim's album, for example, like listening to Simbi and just being like, "Oh my god!" Like an album, having a reaction to an album like that, and you're just thinking, "This is just a work of art, just a breath of fresh air." I was going to reference the Off Season by J. Cole because I was electric with that album as well because I was gassed beyond belief. But I haven't had a reaction to an album like that yet. Like some of these albums that are taking you off your chair and you're like, wow, what is going on? Remember when I'm sending the voice notes and getting gassed?
voice notes videos a lot.
Can't get enough of it, man. I haven't had that this year.
This isn't a diss to 2024, but just to kind of back up what you're saying, Phil, what we're all kind of saying. So in 2020, this is the first half of the year already. So we had Mac Miller Circles, J Hus, Big Conspiracy. We had The Price of Tea in China. Denzel Curry and Kenny Beats Unlocked, Lulu EP, Pray for Paris, Car Descendants of Cain, Alfredo, RTJ4, Arm & Hammer Shrines, and Mike Way of the World. That's just the first half of the year. And then even like 2021, you got, I don't know if anyone else was feeling this, but Madlib Sound Ancestors, Conflict of Interest by Getz, the Haram. I know that not everyone was feeling that. The Alchemist, This Thing of Ours, the Off Season, Pray for Haiti, Mike Disco, Call Me If You Get Lost. So, and I can do 2022 is crazy as well. I'm just going to put it,
man.
It's just showing how stacked the year is, though. Because those albums are still banging now. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm going off a little bit here, but 2022 was, so you had Dawn FM and Earl, Sick. That was in January. Saba, Few Good Things, and then Conway's God Don't Make Mistakes, Tanner Talk 4, Fly Anakin Frank, Denzel Curry, Melt My Eyes, See Your Future, Billy Woods, Ethiops, Ramona Park, Broke My Heart, Pusha T, It's Almost Dry, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, Drill Music in Zion by Lupe Fiasco.
What the heck?
So, yeah, that's just why I wanted to have the conversation, and I'm glad like I sensed it in Neil, and because this is how I've been feeling basically. I don't think there's been a slowdown in music, and I agree that singles wise there's been a lot of songs, but yeah, I just felt like, and I felt similar to last year. I don't think last year was particularly stacked either the first half of the year, but we did get Billy Woods Maps, which is like insane levels. But
I wonder if we're back into the tactical music game where people are trying to drop albums that have festival, touring, that kind of appeal, because in them years there, you've got to imagine people are making music not knowing when or if they'll be able to tour it around the world.
It was just art, wasn't it?
So they want people to listen to it, and they want people to listen to it top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom. Whereas now, you know, Glastonbury's definitely back. What's that one in America? Rolling Loud is back. Coachella's back. So people want to make new music so people remember them so they can get booked. Not so much albums. Like it's very rare now that I'm finding an album that's hitting, like you said, but I'm finding songs that are hitting, and I think that's the 100%. Game we're back into. The old school game of. I
feel like singles right now are just running in the music industry right now.
Exactly.
And I think, and I don't know if that's because of social media, but I feel like we can make an album probably of singles.
For real.
Easily.
Some of the features as well, enjoyed. Like A$AP Rocky on Future's album, that's one of my songs of the year right now. That beat's crazy, the flow is crazy, but then it's like the rest of the Future album can go in the bin. There's 2 good songs on the second Future album. Like, You know what I mean? It's shocking that he
Too much.
dropped the best part of 40 tracks,
Oi.
and there's only 3 good ones. The maths on that is crazy.
No, I
He had
think
a
all
really
these-
good album though. Between all of that double,
That's it. We need the Kieran edit,
I know.
the K-like edit.
Oh yeah. All these, I think all these points are valid. I think the other one again, which we've already kind of touched upon today, is the beef as well. I think a lot of people push back their albums. Personally, when all that was going,
Oh,
well, not a lot.
yeah,
But I think,
yeah,
I think
yeah,
a few
you're
albums
probably
got
right.
pushed
You're probably
back.
right.
There was a
That's
build-up
very true,
happening
you know.
at the
I
start of
think
the
Big
year.
Sean pushed an album back. Also, that's
Yeah,
all I'm
no,
saying.
Yeah,
I
he
think
did.
everyone's waiting.
He
I think
should-
everyone's
no,
waiting
he
for
should-
Kendrick to drop so Drake can drop, and then they'll get theirs out of the way. The problem is, if Kendrick waits another 2 months, the whole hype of what he's been building is lost. I can't be hearing a Kendrick album in September and still have the
Yeah,
same
he
level
should
of gas.
drop now. It's
Yeah,
gone.
I know. He's got to drop.
We're
It was
gonna
meant
listen to
come
it,
in
but if he
June
wants to
anyway.
capitalize on the fan base he's built right now, that show the other day, what he's got going on, he's got this month, maybe a little bit into August to drop, or else all the hype he's built is going to be
Yeah,
lost, and the Drake
it has
fans
to
will
be
forget
this-
again.
You're right. That
But you're right, it
August.
has to be
the
this
thing
summer.
is, not like us. It's still stacking streams. So why would he drop
Yeah.
when
I was gonna
this
say,
track
yeah.
could get like 500 million or more?
Not
And-
like
and
us
we're
as
still
well.
waiting
It
for-
can't
we're
be a
still
song on the
waiting for
album.
video.
Yeah,
No,
it can't be
it
on
can't
the
be.
album.
No,
And
it's
why
gonna
is there a
be,
video,
yeah.
man?
That's-
Why is there a
No,
video
no,
coming? We don't
No,
need
you don't.
this.
No, but it's smart though. There's a video because they're waiting for July 4th, man. That's why they want it all popping. It wouldn't surprise me if he releases the video before July 4th, and then
Ooh,
everyone.
that's
in
a
America's just gonna
prediction
go
and a
off.
half.
What
I
happens on
think
July
that's
4th,
what-
though? Wait, what?
No, July. It's July. You don't know July 4th. It's like their Independence Day in America. Everyone goes crazy. It's like their bank
Oh,
holiday
sorry.
where all Americans just go, "Oh yeah, America, America." That's yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, rock, flag, and eagle, and all
it's-
them things.
yeah.
I
So I
think
think it's
that,
worth
I don't know who was saying it actually. I got a bit lost there, but I think that Not Like Us is so popular and powerful that he can ride with that, especially for videos coming all summer. I don't think there's a pressure to drop an album, and I think that show as well is just something so monumental that Kendrick's kind of won the year already. It's like if an album comes, it's a bonus at this point.
You
but-
say it's monumental, but me, Neil, and Theo were up watching that thing, and it was mid.
I feel it.
It was the most mid thing going, and it got boring after a while. It
Okay.
got boring.
I agree. For me, it was mid. However, what stood out for me was Tyler.
Oh, that's crazy.
The energy was
Tyler was
nuts.
That was crazy.
Was
that
it
quote was insane.
that Lacey guy?
Yeah.
Steve Lacy.
Steve Lacy, yeah.
Crazy. And then I think obviously Not Like Us, but everyone coming on stage because that was obviously
I think
big
Kendrick
moment.
coming out was a gas. Coming out to
Oh, yeah.
Euphoria felt
Coming
crazy.
out to Euphoria.
Yes,
was a gas.
you're right,
That's,
yeah.
that's the one.
Yeah.
If anything, I get more
Yeah.
gassed at that than I did of anything else.
Yeah.
If I have to watch it again, it's him coming out to Euphoria. It was just a madness.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think for me, performing a song more than 2 or 3 times, that is now, I always attribute that to Watch the Throne. And with Watch the Throne, with Niggas in Paris, it gets way hype every single time. Like, every single time, the hype builds, and you're just tired, you can't do it anymore. With Not Like Us, the hype weren't building for me because I'm like, all right, I get it, you're dissing Drake. Like,
yeah.
the hype
Exactly,
can only
man.
last so long.
But you know what is? I think that's a regional thing. I think because we're not from LA, we're not West Coast. I think
Who said I'm not from LA? What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that. My bad. My bad. What state you banging?
I agree with that. That's a really good point. That's a really good point, though, because if you look at everybody who is from LA, they love the fact that he played that about what was it 5 or 6 times. They love it. They're all going off and just saying it was it's big for the coast, big for California as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's big for that region. Yeah.
I think Not Like Us is their version of Sweet Caroline for us.
Whoa.
That's factual.
Whoa.
That's actually
I
fact.
thought he was going to say, like, talking the hardest or something. That's just Sweet Caroline.
Fam, that's just what it is, man. He's brought hip hop home.
That's true. That's true.
Do you know what I mean? I think
Bunch of
like
geezers.
yeah, man. How everyone's all like just doing a little dance and like throwing up their set, and it's just everyone feels like it's representing. He's representing us. You know what I mean? Like you can't mess with us. And I think seeing all the West Coast artists and people on the stage, it wasn't about a beef with Drake at that point. I think it's more so like
The moment.
man. Well, this is us. Like we're doing this together, and I think so. I agree with you, but disagree. So I agree that it's not like Niggas in Paris. It's not. Oh, don't know if I can say that, but anyway, it's not like
You can say it, trust me.
The-
By the way, Neil's
It's not-
black. Neil's black, Theo's black, Sean's sort of black, and Kieran's definitely not black.
but it's not like Watch the Throne. It wasn't that kind of in terms of power of a song. But I think for people from West Coast and for those guys in that moment, I can see why it was so powerful for them. It just didn't translate for me from my couch.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, I'm tired now.
Oh yeah,
I
I fell
was so
asleep.
I was so tired, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
But to
lie.
go back to your point, Sean,
Mm.
I think Kendrick needs to drop the album and attach the energy from this to the album, because this is his first hit song. He's broken so many records from this song. It would be stupid to let this momentum go to waste. I
Yeah.
feel like this is, I said to Sam the other day, this is the biggest and best song he's ever done. Not because it's not quality wise, but in terms of the impact it has on the world. If you don't capitalize off this would be a very silly business decision. And I feel like you need to, it doesn't have to be next week. I'm not going to put a time limit on it, but I want him to ride the wave and push the album along with this.
Realistically,
Do you think he needs it for like? Because Sam, you said something about capitalizing on these
Yeah.
these new fans. Is that what you mean? Because to me, like
Yeah.
Kendrick can do. Like Kendrick's got to a level of artistry and popularity where he can drop whenever he wants, and he's gonna get streams. He's gonna get.
the
You know
thing
what I mean?
is, you got to remember the average music fan is, arguably still listening to music. They're still very interested in music, but they're not interested in Kendrick. And it's not to say Kendrick's not making good music, but I've had to convince a number of people to listen to Mr. Morale, even though they liked to Pimp a Butterfly. And I'm saying to them, look, you like To Pimp a Butterfly, you're gonna love Mr. Morale. Nah, I don't know if it's for me. I was like, it's the evolution of that album. So in this case, I think if he drops a Good Kid, Mad City-esque album where he's showcasing his storytelling, showcasing his ability to make hit songs and all that, the people that are looking at him now, that are in the popular fan base, are gonna switch over. Even though he did Glastonbury a couple years ago, and that was an amazing performance, he did not the wrong album. He had the wrong type of material to capture that mainstream audience. The visual spectacle of the performance was fantastic, but the music doesn't sit with these people because they don't know where to play it, they don't know how to play it, they just know that they like it. Whereas Not Like Us, it's got quotables, it's fun to dance to, you know what I mean, all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying he has to do that in the next album, but it would be, like Neil said,
I know what you mean,
a
yeah.
missed opportunity to not capitalize on that by making a somewhat commercially viable album, but that's true to him. Almost like when Drake did albums like Views, or I'm trying to think of the other one.
Take care. Nothing was the same.
Yeah,
kind of-
them era of Drake albums, right? They're commercially viable. They've got songs that still play. If I'm not wrong, I think Views had is it not Controller? Yeah, Views had Controller on it.
Yeah, it
didn't
was
it?
Controller. Yeah,
And
Controller on it,
Charles playing all them songs. Those songs still play every summer, regardless of what you want to call Drake and all that kind of stuff. Drake is a very consistent artist in the fact that each album he drops has a hit song, has a banger in it. Kendrick is yet to try play that game, and he's entered into the world where that game is now playable for him.
I see. Okay, so I guess are you saying that like this, because I feel like one of the aims of this beef for Kendrick was to like he sees Drake as like this
An out of towner. This isn't
he
his land.
doesn't truly represent hip hop. It's
Yeah.
it's bad for the culture. So to truly like shift the paradigm and take over Drake, it's like if the album comes, that will achieve that. I guess that's what I'm kind of getting from this. Like it will really capitalize on the moment and like keep these new fans basically.
What Drake did when he did the Tupac thing and all that kind of stuff, and everyone was paying attention at this time, people were like, oh, what? Drake's disrespected Tupac. And he's forgetting that not only does the average rap fan love Tupac, everybody loved Pac. You know what I mean? So it's like his position as the hip hop king is going to slide away. We might have to catch Drake on some reggaeton or something, man, because
I have to admit though, I feel like there's been some what's the word? Is it revisionism? Where like, because I'm sure like when Drake dropped Push Ups and even when he dropped that I can't even remember. What
Family
it's called
Matters.
now.
That song still slaps to me.
People weren't really like getting onto Drake too much, from what I understand. But now that we've had Meet the Grahams and Not Like Us and all this, people are looking back on it, going, "Oh, that was dead," and things like that.
No,
and I'm sure, like, Yeah,
But there was a
people now
reason
that
for
like
that,
Kendrick
though.
won. Sorry.
But I was going to say there was a reason for that because you have to think about the perspective of that time when he was doing Tailor Made, like, and he was all like begging him to like drop, and like he's using Pac, and he's saying, "Oh, where are you? Want you doing quintuplet, quintuplet entendres? You're hiding in that New York apartment." He was begging for the smoke. He was wanting all of this because he thought he was literally stomping on them. And he's like, "Oh, you drop once every 5 years. You're not doing all of this." So then when obviously Kendrick has like literally just gone bang, 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 bang with all these tracks, everyone's now like, "Look, you asked for all this smoke, and like now like you're just hiding." And Kendrick's just come out and just dropping all these tracks, and you can't deal with it. You can't handle it because you removed all the stuff from Instagram, and he's been a petty loser and all sorts. So that's why I think everyone's giving him the flak for that. Because at that time, Drake was up. Drake was up. I was actually thinking,
people were saying Drake won.
Kendrick,
Up until Not Like Us, people were saying Drake won, and I wasn't saying he won, but Family Matters, that third beat and that whole third song, crazy.
This is what I'm saying though. But now like people are just completely like disregarding it. But you know what? I'm just like Fear when you're saying that, and I'm like in my head I just like blitzed through the timeline of everything. What was Drake thinking, man?
Why went for the wrong person?
I don't know why he did it. I don't know. Like literally, he's begging him to drop. He's like, drop. But
let's be clear though. Let's be honest, right? Up until Not Like Us, it depends on what you prefer, your preference. You can go either way. However, when Kendrick was dropping towards the end, it was crazy. It was like boom, boom, boom. Like Theo said, it was something new. But at the same time, we've never seen Kendrick perform or act like this ever. He's never dropped like this. He's never made a song like Not Like Us before. So if you're someone like Drake or coming at someone, you wouldn't expect this from him. You would never expect him to, like, you couldn't predict Not Like Us or Family Matters.
No, yeah, you couldn't.
Or Meet the Graham, sorry.
That's the thing. You couldn't predict the stomping of Family Matters. I bet Drake didn't have a clue that was going to happen. Yeah. I bet Drake was like, and Family Matters is dope. It is absolutely unbelievable. I bet he was like, yeah, this is it. Done. I'll put that out there. 22 minutes later,
so much effort
comes out. Yeah. Oh, what Drake must have been thinking when that happened. He must have been like, what the hell is this? I didn't expect it.
Well, he found the car from the cover art, didn't he? The Cookie Mad City car.
A lot of work went into Drake's reply.
And yet no one even talks about that track anymore because
I don't know if
Kendrick stomped on it.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm just speaking as a Kendrick fan, but I always believed him. When he said he was the boogeyman, I always believed it. Like, always did. So that's why I guess that's why I'm saying what I'm saying is just because maybe I'm just like maybe I'm being biased, but that's why I'm saying like what was Drake thinking, because I feel like I always felt like Kendrick had this in him. Not Meet the Grahams, like that was fucking evil. But
that's dancing with the
ability to beat Drake in a battle. I always would have backed Kendrick personally, but it's interesting how some opinions have changed now that the outcome is kind of solidified. But the last thing I wanted to say is that just on the show, because I realised we're back to the beef again with like 4 episodes at this point, but is that show? I mean, don't get me wrong, like it especially when they're all on stage at the end, not just having those artists but the gang members and that, it felt like a really powerful unified moment, and I'm looking at it thinking, okay, if this is what it was all for, then like this is the outcome, then it was worth it in a way. Like maybe I'm like, this is just as an outsider, obviously not to the individuals concerned, but then like today, I don't know if anyone else saw it, but like, did you see what happened to Rick Ross and his crew in Vancouver?
Oh, I have seen that, but Rick Ross was silly doing that, man. I don't know what that's where you have to have a bit of like, I don't know, common sense. Sometimes I think Rick Ross is just like jumping on the bandwagon, thinking he's all like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna just turn up here and I can do what I want. You got to understand that if you go into Canada, this is still Drake's town, man. This is still Drake's people and Drake's fans and his stans. They're ride or dies. Like, why are you going to even entertain that stuff? I don't know why he did it.
But seeing that reminded me that this thing was, and look, the pop out show and what happened at the end was an amazing thing. But there's still an ugly side to this shit, and hopefully it don't spill over anymore. Like, because that was nasty, man. One of those guys in Rick Ross's crew was getting fully punted in the face, and everything. It was disgusting.
But to be to be the skeptic in here, I don't know if these if the situations are related. Like it looks like it, but I couldn't. Nothing from the video could really say to me this happened because of this beef. If that makes sense. It does look like it, like coincidentally, but I
Do you know what it was, Neil? It was the fact that, like, whilst it's going on, Not Like Us is playing in the background.
Exactly.
So it's like, it's
so
wild. It's like,
It seems that we're in it. It seems crazy, but we do know, like, when you get to like alcohol and egos and certain things can pop off at the smallest of things. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been a number of reasons I won't even try and speculate, but at the same time, but I think, like it's saying, because Not Like Us is in the background and Rick Ross being Rick Ross, it doesn't. It just doesn't look too good. But you're
Rick
right.
Ross
I feel
is
like
like
he
P
should
Diddy
be more
light
correctly.
though, not P Diddy. Sorry, shit.
Oh,
50
my
Cent.
Keeping that on his jacket.
That boy.
Wow.
I had New York in my mind. That's what it was. Rick Ross is like 50 Cent light. Like 50 Cent is a troll, but like if you fuck with 50 Cent, you're gonna catch this smoke. Rick Ross, I think he's gangster affiliated, but they've always got that part where it's like Rick Ross is like a fake gangster. Do you know what I mean? Like he's good, and I don't know, man. He's playing a character.
From that video, I mean, his reaction times are terrible, man. That punch weren't that fast as well. It just kind of came in and went stiff jab to the face, and then he was just standing back, really. And then his I don't know if that was a security guard or someone. They got fucked up, man. No one jumps in to help him.
Well,
That
I
was
guess as
horrible.
well, because they're in Canada, they probably don't have any guns on them. But like if they're in America, that would have ended completely
Oh,
differently.
that would have been nasty. Yeah.
But even still, the main thing is with the situation is protect the prize. If he's the breadwinner, there's no point in him being in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when I see any or hear about any occasion, I always feel like it's done for artists or the main person to involve themselves. No matter what's been said and done, security should deal with it, and you get out of it like the president. You know what I mean? Or prime minister. You shouldn't be involving in any little scraps.
I know what you mean.
So yeah, like it's funny.
The funniest part is the time it happens. It happens on the A minor.
I didn't even realize that. I have to look it back. I have to look back at that now and look at it. Yeah. But,
So I mean, like time will tell what the true impact of this will be, and obviously, certainly that show is a real sort, I guess, positive from it. And seeing that actually made me think of that line in 6:16 in LA when he says something like, "Who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living with loss." So it's like, people kind of. There's been some people have caught some strays because of this. Not literally. I'm just but for the greater good, this was necessary. So we'll see what time says. I'm aware again that
let's get off the beef.
Yeah, we've spent a lot of time on the beef again. Let's talk about some of the outliers, the picks that only one of us had in our top 5. Let's start UK then. Let's go Neil. You've got On Purpose, With Purpose. That was that fell just outside my top 5 actually. So Do you want to talk about why that's on your list?
I had high hopes for Gets. Just saying before I introduce this one, because obviously conflict of interest beforehand. It was a great piece of work. I think he shows so much range. I feel like he upped his pen game. He didn't just keep it to one sound. He really kind of diversifies himself and brought in different artists and really channeled the true artistry of what he can bring to the table. Because he's always talked about how he ghost writes as well. So I thought seeing him in that kind of showed me that. And he kind of showed the essence of his writing skills in this as well. So he tapped into different sounds. I would admit this album was a bit on the darker side, like production-wise, like the sounds and how it is. But overall, I really enjoyed it. I've only listened to it twice, going through. But it's very conscious. It's very, very conscious. He talks about, he has some storytelling bits in it. Kind of reminds me of Pot of Paper. I think towards the end of the album, there's like the kind of hood politics and Wretch 3-2 kind of thing. When they talk about certain kind of scenarios and it paints a picture lyrically, and that's really good. He has like even an Afro type beat one where he's not even really rapping. It's just him kind of like doing like a swingy kind of sound. Excuse me. So yeah, it was really good. And then the main chunk of it, he's talking some real stuff, like kind of like Mach-Hommy, very political at times, talking about his own experiences, political stuff. And I liked it. I didn't like it as much as Conflict of Interest, if I had to compare the two. But I think I'm kind of happy to see Gets and where he's at right now. I like seeing artists that we kind of grew up on and how they evolve over time. And I think he's someone that he's a seasoning. He's just maturing like wine. And I hope he can keep progressing and doing better, really. Again, it's not something that you play all the time. I think in certain instances, in certain spaces, you'll play some of the album. But if I was to just objectively look at it, I think he did a great job. And yeah, I look forward to see what else he can put out.
Yeah, that's well summarised. I mean, like I said, I had Gets just outside my top 5. Was he on anyone else's radar? I feel like we've not really spoke about this album since it dropped.
No.
He wants to be there, but like, if I'm honest, I haven't gone back to the album. I really enjoyed the first listen. The second listen has been all right, but I haven't made it to the third one. That's why it's not there. For me, the top 5 is any album I've listened to more than 3 times, and the Gets album ain't even in there. And a couple of the songs haven't really sat with me either.
Now, my issue with Gets is the listening experience. Like that middle section, I would just have to be pressing skip. And like, I think I really like the end 100%.
Oh, the
beginning
end's
is strong,
fantastic.
but it's just obviously like Neil said, high hopes because of Conflict as well.
Yeah.
I share the same views with Kieran. That's the thing, because I love Conflict of Interest. I think that album is absolutely phenomenal, and I had the high hopes going into this album. And I just remember with this project, the first 3 songs, I was like, this is absolutely incredible, and had me so hyped, because I think that the level and the artistry and his pen game, I was like, this is just unbelievable. But I think it's from Red Anakin that it sort of takes a minor dip, and then I'm a bit lost. But then the last 3 songs of the album, again, it gave me the same feeling of the intro, and I'm like,
he knows
I'm
what he's
blown
doing,
away.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like the way it ended. Like, what's the track where he's talking about the storytelling? Is absolutely unbelievable.
Street
where
politics.
He gets stabbed. Yeah, when he gets stabbed, and I'm like, so actually, I've told a lie on this podcast. I've said that I haven't reacted in a like gassed way. That's a lie, because Gets made me feel like that, because this album did it. Because at the end, I'm like getting hyped. I was like, this is incredible. Like getting goosebumps listening to how he's just painting a picture, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. So the album as a whole, I think it is good. I think I was only a tad underwhelmed, just because I know the heights of Conflict of Interest, and it was just that middle section. But what I will say, the highs for me, that I actually think there was higher highs on this album than there was on Conflict of Interest, because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. That intro and the end were phenomenal. I was thinking, this is absolutely incredible, and I definitely think they are higher highs than Conflict of Interest. I just think as a body of work, obviously Conflict of Interest is better, but no, Gets did his thing. I look forward to the next project when it comes again. I hold Gets in such high regard. Yeah, it's just
only thing I'll say though is Conflict of Interest. Fine wine into Mozambique.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's
What?
that is
Transitions.
Crazy.
That is the best transition ever.
And 2021 was a year of intros as well. Do you remember all the intros in 2021?
Yeah.
There was some like insane.
I had that shit on repeat. Like, my days. What? My gym? Going to the gym, just getting ready. Yeah.
And it was,
That
and I think I said
transition.
it when we spoke about the album, the latest album initially, is that line from Fine Wine stuck with me. My best years are ahead of me, and and I think that's why I was a little bit underwhelmed as well with this
Trust
one.
me, we gassed, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I've listened to Fine Wine and Mozambique back to back so many times as well. So, but no, Gets is a legend. Like you say, Neil, seeing his progression over the years, and let's not forget as well. Actually, Gets has had a crazy year, because you've had there's not only the album, but there's his Daily Duppy, the Kenny All Star
that Daily
Freestyle.
Duppy.
Yeah, it's his rollout's always so good. He's had one of the best album rollouts.
The Mount Rushmore performance on Amazon as well. Like,
Yes.
so he's had a crazy year. So
And he's also,
Gets.
sorry to cut you off, he's also in Supercell, Netflix series.
Okay.
Batman.
Is he?
Yeah, he's in
I
that
didn't
as
know
well.
that.
Yeah, he's in that
I need
as
to
well.
watch it.
Yeah. So
I've seen it.
he's, like
I've seen it's getting a lot of press, so I need to check that out.
Yeah, definitely give it a watch.
Speaking of lyricists, then should we go back to the Lupe conversation? Kieran.
Yeah, Lupe. Obviously, it's only been 3 days. It's kind of wild, but to be fair, me and Sean did put that other Boldy in as well. So we both were. But I think with Lupe's one, his projects are always hard to digest initially. So what I found amazing about this one is, especially because instantly you get that Food and Liquor style back, the cool style. Has everyone listened to it yet? By the way,
Yeah,
I've listened to it today. I've listened to it today. I was impressed.
Cool.
I was impressed. I won't lie.
It's gas. Like today as well, I was driving in the sun, and the music is really feel good vibes. Something about it feels London as well. I guess because it's about that Amy Winehouse story, but you have to think as well. Like, it's such a bold album concept. Like most people just make albums like to express their life, but he's thought like, let me think of this really like alternate dimension world, and then make music out of it. And you're listening halfway through, like you wouldn't know that's the Amy Winehouse story and her trying to become a battle rapper samurai, but it makes sense. Like it's just crazy, but
it's so mad.
And like, but you still get these iconic Lupe moments where he's like storytelling and throws you in and gives you twists at the end of verses. Like there was one line that's like, that's when you realize you've been saying this out loud or something like that. And I think the whole verse was like, it sounds like he's talking in his head. But like he was just freestyling out loud. It's something like that. It's a lot. Like there's some tracks where like Cake makes sense now in the track list because he's just spraying. Like it's like that rappity rap kind of like style. But like I don't know, man, the technical ability, his choruses, the way he's singing is some of his best choruses I've ever heard, actually. I think, Sean, you often like complain about his choruses, but I feel like on this album, they hit because they make sense how he's using them. Yeah, I don't want to say too much more, but like he switches up his delivery a lot as well, lots of accents that work. Wow.
Yeah. So I only got to one listen because I'll be honest, the new Boldy is just like I've listened to
phenomenal.
Like 4 or 5 times at this rate.
Yeah.
I also was the first time I listened to the only time I listened to the Lupe one was in the car, nice and sunny. It was a nice backdrop. But I'm still trying to keep it. It's not good to drive and listen to Lupe Fiasco, is all I'm saying. Like, we're trying to pick up on the lyrics. But was it mumble rap where he goes on some mad scheme, a bit like Mach-Hommy on the one? I mean, it's not on that level, but there's one where it's like, yeah, I might have
it's
to.
Very like Skippy, isn't it? It's just like he's just going.
Dude, he's flexing on this album though. There's so many flows from him this time. It's mad.
Yeah. No, so to cut you off, Sean, but I think you're all right. Yeah, I think there's one of the songs where he was just going like double time or like 4 times the speed. I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on? And like you said, it reminded me of Mach-Hommy. I was like, how the hell did he just do that? And I'm like, what is he saying? So yeah, man, he's definitely showing his skills in that
for sure. Okay, let's maybe go to a couple more outliers. I mean, Neil, your list has got the most outliers.
Trust me.
There's a couple I want to go to. Sam's got one too, which will be interesting. Let's just talk about. I want to talk about Tierra Whack actually, because that was another album that we spoke about on here before you joined us, Neil. So it'd be good to get. You've mentioned it before since you've been on the podcast, and and I know Sam, you're a big fan of Tierra Whack. I think everyone here is really
it's in my honorable mentions for sure. Like I could have put that there.
Yeah, she's Tierra Whack. She's an amazing artist. I feel like she's still yet to kind of really flex on us and show us her real real rapping talents in an album. Definitely in singles and like
in the features, she spits, doesn't she? It's so mad.
Exactly. It's crazy. She goes in, or like sometimes on social media, she'll like drop a crazy 16 or how many bars and just kind of just go insane. But with this album, the reason why I put it in there, it took me by surprise. It was just completely not the direction I thought she was going to go with, and it was very thought provoking, very personal, and there's so many things that I feel like it was like it was nice because like she's kind of speaking on a lot of mental health and just seeing like a different side to what it's like to be in the other side of maybe of being someone in the limelight and also someone from her background. And it was just fun. It's just fun. I thought it brought something like just fun to the world of music and the genre. It's not exactly quote unquote hip hop all the way through. But yeah, I couldn't take it away because I enjoyed it. Like I like the shower song, like when she's like, "I got
Yeah.
superpowers." That one, it's a feel good, fun one.
They-
You can just like laugh and get ready to it and be in the shower and like, because it's real. Like when we're in the shower and we're singing our R&B songs or Jodeci, whatever, we're going crazy. We're thinking that we got the best vocals ever, but it's funny like that. Do you know what I mean? So I think her kind of doing that, I feel like everyone can relate to it. No matter what song you're singing, from rock to pop to, we all feel like we're a superstar in that shower and we have superpowers. So I think that was quite cool. And yeah, so yeah, being able to talk about some dark things in a very light, bubbly way is a great skill as well. So yeah, and I think it's her showing another facet of her artistry that's not just like others where they just get put into a box. She can just maneuver. She's a Missy Elliott. She's a Buster. She's like a unique talent that can just have different colors and different facets. And this is one that we see in this time. And to sum it up, I enjoyed it. So yeah,
The funny thing
that's
is,
my take on
if
it.
you looked at my list as of a few hours ago, Tierra Whack was still there for me. But when I went through and reordered things, there was a few albums that kind of took precedent over that, and I was just like, that's a damn shame. That I enjoyed the album, I've listened to it, but again, it's that same conversation I was having with the whole Gets thing. I've listened to it once, I've listened to it twice, we've spoken about it already, and I haven't listened to it since. So I don't know. It's a shame that Tierra Whack hasn't stuck with me the way I thought she would, because I was really hyped for this album. I think we all were quite hyped for it because we like Tierra Whack, but yeah, I think she's that experimental and that different that I'll always watch what she's doing. I always pay attention to it. Whether or not it sits with me is a different question. But yeah, I think Tierra Whack is still building. As much as I would love to say she's popped off and she's all the way there, she's not. She's still building. She's still trying to find herself, and she's always reinventing herself. But on features, she's absolutely crazy, and that will bring people into her kind of realm slowly.
Yeah.
Let's say 100,000 people here on a feature. 10,000 of those people will come over and listen to the album. 5,000 might like it, and over time that will build up. But I think she's still quite young. I think she's like 23, 24.
Really?
I think she's around the 27
Oh
mark.
yeah,
Isn't she?
she's
'Cause that's
28.
that
Yeah,
song.
she's about our age. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean that's a really good. I've been thinking to myself, what is the word? And building is. I would agree. That's the impression I got from it. Is it felt like there's still room to grow here. Like I think, like Neil said, there's a lot of fun stuff on here. It is experimental. It is unique. Like she's the word that comes to mind when I think of Tierra Whack is a maverick. Like she just kind of got her own thing going on. And
Yeah.
but for me, I remember when we spoke about it at the times, some of the tracks still felt like ideas rather than full-fleshed songs, or like even just the album as a whole felt a bit like, almost like a bit like the first project when we first ever heard from it. It was almost like these free samples, which was amazing.
Yeah.
And then the other thing as well, I'll just be completely honest. I always appreciate when an artist is really vulnerable and honest, but those last two tracks are kind of hard to listen to. I have to be. It kind of tainted it for me. It made me feel real, and because I watched the interview as well she did with Fantano, I could tell she was really. She's really been through it with her mental health, and something about that was just a little bit. I don't know. It made me feel a bit uneasy. So I will go back one day, but when people start talking about suicide and things like that, sorry, I know it's a bit of a trigger, that word, but it's just a bit. It can feel a bit too raw. But I don't want to. That's not a criticism. It was just my personal thing where I was like, oh, this is like. You're really giving yourself here, and it's like, oh, I don't know. Maybe it was the juxtaposition with the fun tracks as well, and it was just like it caught me off guard a little bit. And but I'll go back to it for sure because I do like Tierra Whack.
Yeah. I'll be excited to hear more from her in the future. And I you know what I haven't realized, because she's been around for so long, is that this is her first album. It's her first studio album, so that's what's making me feel like, oh yeah, she's definitely building, and that's why I've come to that conclusion. She's one of those people that you have to stay tapped in on. I thought she was younger than she is, but clearly she entered the game at that age, and then now she's getting more mature. And as we know, rappers tend to good rappers get better with time, and I believe she's a good rapper. So
yeah.
I do wish this album came out sooner after the Whack World.
Whack World was a great time, though.
And this is a great follow-up, but the length of time, you'd think an artist would have like reinvented in that amount of time. That's probably why it hasn't stuck with me, even though I think it's amazing.
It's a fair point, actually. We said something similar when Isaiah Rashad dropped The House Is Burning, where we felt like there was just too much time in between. And although it was, I mean, I'd be interested to go back to that album, but it didn't blow us away, even though it was a high standard, because I think there was just so much, and not anticipation, but you just expect maybe more in that period of time. But yeah, no, I'm glad we've covered Tierra Whack though, because it's definitely one of the better projects this year. But I think in line with like Tierra Whack not completely being hip hop and rap, I think Don Toliver's good to go on to next, because that's another one that kind of lives between different spaces and genres and stuff. So yeah, Sam, how come you've Don Toliver's finished so high in your top 5?
That album has my song of the year on it. That song, Attitude, is a vibe. You lot aren't vibing with me on that one, but that song, when you go out, and I know you lot are boring and you don't go out, yeah, but that, bro, they're hitting that one, man. That song is hard. It's got Travis Scott songs on there. It's got, I can't remember the other features, but that album, for me personally, is hitting all the right notes. And I've always liked Don Toliver. From his first ever single release, he's different, he's unique, he's always trying to test out new things. That Cash Cobain guy as well, we're going to be seeing a lot of him over the next few years. He's pioneering a new sound, this kind of like juke step, danceable rap. It's a good time, man. That album, honestly, I don't know if you guys have listened to it, yeah, but for me, it's doing everything I want from a new school rapper. And I know Don Toliver is not technically fully new school, but you know, he split it into 4 discs, which, you know, when we complain about, oh, this album's too long, whatever, he basically put 4 little EPs back to back, and all 4 of the little EPs have a vibe to them. So
right,
I have no complaints.
I think I've listened
there.
to some singles from there, and they were hitting. I've just not sat down with the project. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, if I'm being honest with you, this album's got, I'm looking at it now, it's got 2 Travis Scott features, it's got Tizo Touchdown, who we like, there's a great song with Future and Metro Boomin. Don Toliver is doing things, and you know, if you look over the last few years, you've liked at least one Don Toliver song, and he's a force to be reckoned with.
So Sam, like, for someone that's going to listen to Don Toliver on this album for the first time, what would you say for them to listen to it? Or how should they listen to it? Because you said
put Attitude on your gym playlist and play it when you're running out of kilojoules. When your energy's low, when your calorific intake has not been enough for the week ahead, that song will give you 4 extra reps. And if it doesn't, come, I will help you, because I'll give you a spot. Okay. That song gave me energy. Every morning I'm waking up, just press play on that. I'm out the bed, in the shower, ready to go. Like, I know I always talk about songs that like hack your brainstem, and for me, that Pharrell sample mixed in with that style of beat that we haven't heard before, or we're starting to hear a lot more now, that's why this album's in there. It's you know, that song's great. That's my favorite song on the album at the moment, but the rest of the album, there's some good features on there from certain artists you like, and Don Toliver is genuinely becoming one of my new favorite artists. He's finding his lane, much like Lil Yachty is, where he's gone through a big change from how he was before to how he was now. Don Toliver's gone from being a singy kind of Future knockoff type rapper, but then also kind of like having unique songs, to just being like, fuck it, I am who I am, I'm doing what I'm doing, and he's doing a great job at it.
Do you think he's broken out of that, just being like a hook guy? You know, like that T-Pain Akon like realm?
Yeah. Do you know what? I'll be honest, not yet, but I can see it coming soon. Soon he'll be out of that I'm just a feature guy, and it will be like, come feature on my song, or drop me a verse on my song. He's getting there.
Good.
You've sold it to me. I'm going to listen to it.
Tomorrow when you're working out, Sean, bang on Attitude.
Attitude, okay.
Can't breathe no bro.
You definitely sold it. And is Don Toliver with Caliucci?
Dating?
Way off. I think they might have a kid.
Oh shit! If he's done that, then he's the ultimate boss.
Be wrong.
Yeah, he's done it.
You got Caliucci pregnant. Caliucci's one of my favorite singers right now. Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. Spoiler for later, by the way. Okay, there's only a couple others really to get to. I think should we just quickly touch upon J. Cole Might Delete Later. Neil, that was another one of your outliers, and then we'll wrap up with Boldy and.
I love that. Yeah. That was my honourable mention as well. I'm glad to see Neil picked it.
It's crazy how it's an outlier though. I'm looking at you guys thinking, hold on, what's going on?
No, because Neil, you're the one that repped it to us. Before that, we were feeling a bit off.
Oh, come on, man. No, that was I think that was really good because the rollout for that was just it was such a good kind of like ascension and kind of like deliveries with Crocodile Tears being put out, and then him doing his tour, and then the beef kicking in as well, and him jumping on the features on Drake's album with the was it after Scary Hours After Dark, something like that, whatever that was, the bonus thing. So him and Drake having their kind of bonus tracks. So when that came out, Might Delete Later, I was thinking, okay, what's gonna happen? What do we have? And then he was just hitting every single song. To be honest, we had some really good songs in there. We had the first off coming out with who is it? Pricey was cool, but what I really gassed me up was Crocodile Tears, which we already know. But when I heard Ready 24, I was like, oh shit, Camera's actually gonna spit. So yeah, that was a gas. Another one was the HYB was a shock for me because Central C, he did a great job. Everyone had their moment in that song, which I really appreciate.
Is it Sticks and Stones? Is that the one on there? Alchemist beat. Yeah,
I'm not too sure actually on the Alchemist beat one. I have to check that out. Sorry, but Pi as well with Daylight and Absol, just freaking bars, man. Those guys were just going crazy. They was just showing off in that one. So yeah, there was so many bits in that I really liked, and I feel like it was giving me bits of the what was it, the off season a little bit, and I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it, and it gave me a bit of mixtape call, like I said in the previous episode on the podcast. So yeah, I just feel like he deserves his to be up there. Like it got me excited. 'Cause I felt like he was gonna drop another album. So I'm putting this shit. What's the next one gonna be called again? Sorry.
We don't
Fall
know.
Off. Yeah, that's
It's
the
a
one.
boy.
It's a boy.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's got me excited for whatever he's got coming. But yeah, I just feel like he needs to be in the conversation.
I don't know, man.
Despite the whole
out.
beef talk, I don't want to hear all that because
I'm not gonna lie. I think the apology got me more excited for new music than that project. Just because, because let me say why. Because remember we spoke before about. What did you say, Kieran?
I hear you, because the majority of the apology was like, okay, he's got stuff to say that's deeper than.
But there's that. But it's also like I really don't want to like start. You know how I feel about J. Cole. I guess what it is to keep it brief and without sounding like I'm dissing. It's just that by doing that, it's changed the meaning of so many lyrics, and we spoke about this before. So now like, what are you going to talk about going forward? Now that's what I mean by that. Is what are you still going to be on the like? No one can fuck with me. I'm the best rapper, or is it like, are we going to get into other things now? Because
he's been on that a lot recently, no doubt. He's been saying that a lot.
I agree. Let me give some pushback though. So like, I was listening to an interview with Chip and Posty, and Chip in a few interviews now has talked about how he's not on clashing no more. He's saying he's done it, like he's gone past it. He's done it.
I don't believe him.
Good Chip.
He's undefeated though.
If he's done that,
but you hear what I'm trying to say. He's like, look, I've done it now. You guys know what I'm about. Blah 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 blah. Boom. Like I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's very secure in himself. He doesn't have to prove himself. Do you know what I mean? He goes on any track he goes on feature or his own, and he does his thing and he just kills it. J. Cole can still do the same. I think I took that whole long-winded apology as I'm not trying to clash someone that I'm cool with like that. No, like it's not the energy I'm trying to put myself into. I will still chat shit on the record and show you that I can flex, but I'm not going to be pit against my brother for you guys' entertainment.
Have you heard the rumor?
What's the rumor, sorry?
So ScHoolboy Q played at that festival, Dreamville Festival, and apparently some words were said behind the scenes to be like, I wouldn't get involved in this because obviously he's got Kendrick's ear, or Kendrick's got his ear, whatever. And I think it's been bubbling in it, and I think Cole like kind of warned this is going to go. Q kind of maybe warned like this is going to go beyond bars. So like maybe, but that's a complete and utter rumor. I think people have just connected dots and maybe made it up. But
I mean, that makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. But
I'm with you. I agree with you. But I still think the apology was very I thought it was quite a progressive thing to do.
Like if just one more thing, if this apology was someone that J. Cole don't fuck with and he really hates, then I'd be like, yo, this is weird. But if it's with someone that he's actually cool with, it's like, who am I fighting this guy? I get it. He's him, I'm me, we're cool. This ain't real. This not WWF, this is not WWE. Yeah, this is a sport, but at the same time I'm securing my sport and he's securing his. Let him do him, I'm doing me. But so yeah, back to this album. I think it was really good. I thought it was a treat. I was like a little kid, like, oh, sweet, you get to get all these tracks. I loved it.
I'm glad that you and Theo are here, because without you two, we would have completely deleted this album from our existence.
Delete.
Oh no.
Me, Theo, Kieran and Sean are not interested in this album at all anymore.
I deleted it. It's only because Neil started speaking about it, I properly checked it again.
Yeah, but it's actually, the thing is, it's true, because, and I'm glad Neil's touched on it, because it's actually a fire album, and actually it just missed out for me, but actually now I'm reflecting and actually thinking
you've fallen off as a J. Cole fan, you know. I can't lie.
Yeah, Neil's the resident J. Cole
fan. Falling off.
Oh, yeah, it's the fall off.
We gotta stop dissing Cole, man. We love Cole. We love Cole.
Hollywood Cole. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Should we quickly just touch on Boldy? Kieran, you had Boldy in the latest one.
Man.
Me and Theo had the Nicholas Craven one too. Is that right, Theo, as well? Was that definitely the one that, because I know you messaged me, was that my
it's 100% the Nicholas Craven, because I haven't listened to the new Boldy yet. So you're both telling me this new Boldy is better than that.
This new Boldy, this is
I'm
Boldy.
I'm going to have to plug in after this then, because that Nicholas Craven one was fire, man. I love that one. No. If it's better than that, you're telling me that, I'm going to have to plug in afterwards.
The only reason it's not higher for me is just because I listened to that Nicholas Craven one a lot around throughout the beginning of the year, and it just felt like I'm not. You know what I'm like? It was just too soon. I'm going to be honest. Like I was walking into the shops earlier with this on. All Madden was like prime just. It's like prime just blaze. Like the first track is like prime just blaze. Like
plug in.
All Madden. There's an energy to Boldy's voice that I've personally not heard before. Conductor's brought something out of him, which is just
Sean, can I ask you to do me a favor? Can you do your impression of Conductor's beat tag?
What, everyone?
No, just you, Sean.
Just me. What, Conductor?
Yeah, but come on, a bit more energy.
Well, go for it. I'm too tired.
No, I want to hear.
You got me on the spot as well.
I know for us, Theo, he would do it, no questions asked, wake up all his children. Kieran's crazy and would do it, and I don't think Neil knows his beat tag like that, so I thought I'd ask you.
No, you got me on the spot again. It's like that Action Bronson thing. I needed a bit of build up.
Yeah, you need to load in. That's right.
You know what it is with this new Boldy one? It's giving the same energy the Mach-Hommy album has. I can't lie. Like, he's so good on this Nicholas Craven album. That's what I expect from Boldy. But this new Conductor one, he's spitting that speed. So it's that kind of like lyrical speed where you need to stop. You need to like rewind, you need to reload tracks, you need to read lyrics. It's one of them ones.
Yeah, Conductor's cheat code at this point.
It's like some people don't use it that well. Some people get like B-list or like C-list Conductor beats. Boldy's got 10.
They get the loosies.
These aren't like your typical Conductor beats as well, actually. Like I say, I think it's the first track that we all heard because it was a single, Terms and Conditions. Like I say, that reminds me of Just Blaze. There's a bit more. Yeah. It's not just Boldy where there's more energy. There's something different to the Conductor beats as well. And I think this one's gonna creep up my list as the months go by. Whether it finishes in the top 5 at the end, I'm not sure. And as for Boldy James, I mean, this year between the Nicholas Craven one, the features that he's been dropping. He's definitely in my top 5 rappers this year so far. He is having a great year.
No doubt.
And he should probably be in the conversation most years since 2020, since Price of Tea in China. And
you know what though? If he drops Drug Dealer this year, like he's holding back on, I feel like it. That like this would be his year because that's like he's setting us up for though. This Conductor album is hard. I can't lie. Like, if that was what it was building up to, great. But the year's like we're only halfway. This already looks shook.
No, can you imagine Boldy James over Jay Dilla beats? It's just it's not fair.
Jay Dilla's last beats as well. Like, how much did he pay for that?
No,
Apparently not much.
No. That's mad hype. That's mad expectation. That's like you're setting yourself up for failure.
He's setting himself. But I think Boldy doesn't actually miss that much. You know, like the quality is always high.
Yeah, trust me. Okay, let's just chat a little bit about just June in general. So I think the big project this year was the KAYTRANADA one. Does anyone want to?
There's too many songs. Everyone added a song from that album to the playlist, I think.
It kept getting added.
Everyone kept adding songs. It's a great little album. It's not technically rap, but it's in the June playlist. If you don't like KAYTRANADA, you're about to. Childish Gambino's on there having a great time. I believe Anderson .Paak is obviously on there.
It's amazing.
Great time.
Oh yeah, talk about Anderson .Paak. He had an album as well. It's such a good album.
Worries.
I'm surprised you've been quiet about this one.
No, I love it. It's one of my favourite albums of the year, but I felt like I couldn't put it into my top 5 because I can't deem it as hip hop and rap.
It's not, but he's spitting on that.
Speaking of the KAYTRANADA album, Don Toliver's on there and he's talking some stuff on there.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
he is.
So yeah, but there's a few rappers on there. Not many. There's Sir.
What's the track? What's the single where Anderson .Paak is spitting? Is it 86 Centra? Where he says something like, I'll like out-rap anyone but K-Dot or something like that. Is it that one?
I have no clue.
I have no clue. I was just listening to the album, not the tracks.
I guess what I was saying is there's like always with Paak, there's always rapping, but
he's a very good rapper.
The Thundercat track is
really good.
Nice.
Oh yeah, the bass on that's insane.
Oh my goodness me, that track is insane.
Chorus. Wow,
so good.
Yeah.
I really like that project. I just felt I couldn't put it into my top 5.
It's not a rap album. That's the unfortunate part.
Yeah, it's not exactly.
We've been vibing with non-rap albums / rap adjacent albums, so it's a good spot to be in. But I think we're kind of in a state now where we're trying to talk about things lightly rather than get into deep chats. So are we talking projects or are we talking singles? Because if we're talking singles, there's far too many singles to name at the moment.
No.
For the last month.
Look, singles, as we do now, go to the playlist. There's the June playlist. All our monthly playlists have like 60, 70 tracks on, so like that'll just fill you up for a day. Just check that one out. But I think just generally we can just quickly recap June. I know there's been some interesting stuff over here in the UK. Chip, there's been some positive talk about Central C in the group. I don't know if anyone wants to.
I would love to talk about that.
This.
So Central C has done an Amapiano track with quite a big Amapiano artist. And if I'm honest, when I saw it, I thought, this is going to be one of those reaches. But because I was just chilling, I thought, you know what? It's 3 minutes. Let's see what happens. If I don't like it, I can always switch it off and never listen to it again. And when it got to the Central C bit, I was like, hang on a minute. He's not a one flow artist. He's not a one track artist. You know what I mean? He's not the feature guy. He's not just the popping guy. This guy's actually got what I originally saw in him in his first 2 singles that I listened to way back in 2017, 2018. This guy's got talent. And it shows on this track. Neil also has some other bits to say about that track as well. But for me, Central C, you're back in my good books. I'm looking forward to whatever comes out next.
100%. Yeah, Sam said it right. When I first saw the pairing of these two on the track, I was thinking, what? I was like, here we go again. So then when the beat started playing, I was like, I don't know how he's going to do this because I'm trying to figure out how he's going to flow in it. And then I was just taken back, like, raw. He adapted, like he found like Sam said, like he changed his flow up and he made it work best for him and the song, and it worked perfectly. It wasn't the stereotypical flow he does, but it still sounded like him. It didn't sound like he lost any of his authenticity. It sounded like he just grew as an artist, and I'm like, yeah, that's what you want to see, and I loved it. Like, I think his bit for me was like, when I started getting hype, I was like, oh shit. I was like, yeah. So I think that was good to hear. I'm glad for him and Sake, if I said it correctly. And yeah, I look forward to see what else he features on, because hopefully this, along with the HYB thing from Might Delete Later, kind of really pushes him to kind of like try different sounds and be more of an artist rather than just typical drill.
Yeah.
And he's going worldwide with it. You know, being on the J. Cole album, he's getting the US listeners. Going on the Asake album, he's getting, you know, the more worldly audience. And he's not doing it in a way that feels not genuine. He doesn't feel stressed out in any of these situations. He's comfortable. He's having a good time.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, that HYB could have just gone wrong.
Yeah.
So easily.
So
Because it's a very
I'm gonna lie,
US
I wanted it to go
style
wrong.
song.
I was a
No,
Central
no.
C hater up until recently.
That's wild saying that, man.
Oh,
I was
no.
a Central C hater up until recently.
Oh, you're trying to
Wild.
Stormzy him.
Oh yeah, we don't beat that one out anymore. We leave it in. Stormzy's back in a good.
Remember that for a
Yeah.
good 2 years, you fully would like. It didn't matter what we said in here. You could say all sorts of words, but if you said Stormzy,
beat.
it got bleeped out
was-
every
yeah,
time.
Yeah, but Stormzy
I
has
was just
definitely
like, what
redeemed
is-
himself, though. I will
With what,
admit.
though?
I don't think it
Stormzy has
ever
been-
was that bad.
No, wait,
though.
wait,
What do you mean with what?
I can't remember, man.
Nah, it was bad.
No,
it was
he-
bad. Stormzy was bad.
with
Like,
what?
he-
Yeah,
really?
Stormzy was bad, but the last few singles he's been coming out with, boy, he's been.
Do you know
yeah.
what we missed
Fire,
as
I'm
well?
telling
We
you
missed
that right
this
now.
track he did with Little Baby. Sorry to cut you guys. Last month, Central C did that track with
Oh,
Little Baby.
That
Central
was a
C.
hard tune. Yeah, you know, I actually can like that song. Yeah.
hard.
It's
Oh,
alright.
you guys know.
Hard.
It's alright.
Okay.
Hard.
It has
Let's do-
it has moments.
That's what we're doing now.
Bleep that ish out, man.
Band for band. Is that where
It had
the
a
level
moment.
is?
We can go band for band. Fuck that. We can go in for imp.
That moment, man. Allow. I thought to leave this group.
That was like a high school talent show.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that was.
Anyway, Central
Oh,
C.
no.
Let's
Oh,
give
no.
Central C some bumps. He's doing enough.
Hard, you know. Man said hard.
I can't. The bombs won't even play.
Stop.
Why is he not fucking thinking? What is going on this podcast? what is?
Villain laugh is too
Nah,
much.
that's crazy. Why is man laughing like that? Sean can't talk anymore. That's crazy.
Oh,
Anyway,
I'm
off
sorry.
of that into the better realms. I know we spoke about Chip a bit. Are we
took by surprise. Woo. Woo. Sorry. Oh my god. I'm sorry.
What the hell?
Of all the back-to-back songs, I couldn't. Nah, that's just disrespectful. Oh, sorry. Woo. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I can't breathe.
oh god.
Oh, I genuinely can't breathe. Oh my days.
No, it was the high school talent show bit was. Oh no! I don't even know what you're all talking about either.
Anyways, listen. We were trying to talk positive stuff, but Neil came on the hater vibes when I tried to bring up some previous information. Are we fully discussed Chip, or are we going to talk about Chip's current state of affairs where he's
I
at
think
right now?
I want to wait till the album, innit? I need to see what he's.
We know
what he's
Chip's
up
not an
to.
album artist though. Like he's had 2 good
I
songs.
swear he's got an album coming.
That's gonna be rubbish, man.
They're a good duo, though. Then I feel like an album would be nice for
Who's the duo? Who's he doing it with? Nave Smalls.
Walls and Chip. You know,
Okay.
they've made a few bangers in the past.
Okay.
I feel like it might be too
Sorry,
late.
when someone else is
laughing,
you can't help but laugh.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
No, Theo, this is giving big twin, you know.
Theo's gone.
It was Neil laughing like a supervillain that set Theo off, and he can't catch himself no more.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, okay. Well, you're looking forward to Chip and Nave Smalls. I'll be interested to hear what the album's going to sound like. Sure, try to bring us back on the rails so we can get out of here soon.
Oh, try, man. Oh, this is gone rogue. Should we just quickly share some of our favourite non-rap albums as we do? Just quick fire. Sam, do you want to go first?
Are we doing it for June or
Non-rap
for
that you listen-
or for mid years?
Mid-years.
First half of the year.
Billie Eilish's album is fantastic.
There's so many good tracks.
Billie
in that.
Eilish's
Yeah.
album is really sitting with me. It's hitting in the right kind of place, and I'm always gonna say it. Krungbin, one of the best bands out there.
Oh, yeah.
They dropped an album, and that album's hard. That's my 2 picks.
Nice. Just quick fire from me. I'll go Caliucci's album, Brittany Howard, and Vampire Weekend.
Oh yeah, they're back. Yeah, shout out them.
Who we got next? Kieran.
Massey Washington, Shabaka, and James Blake and Lil Yachty. I know it just dropped, but those ones, they're good.
I haven't listened to that yet.
Very good. All three of those albums, definitely check out. They're just different.
Okay.
It's good music.
Okay.
Do you know what? Yeah, this is random. James Blake. I was listening to an old Mount Kimby album, and there's a couple James Blake features on there. He is amazing, man. Like he's so influential. Sometimes I forget because I know his music's changed a little. Not like got worse, but just he's changed a bit. But he's
been on a journey for sure.
Yeah, he's had a phenomenal career. Theo, non-rap. You've recovered. You're back.
Yeah, just about, man. Oh, my stomach's still hurting me, man. No, it will probably have to be. Obviously, I'm going to mention Anderson .Paak's album, Why Lord, because I think that's phenomenal, even though it's non-rap. And then, I don't know, maybe. See, I like Justin Timberlake's album. No, it's not the best, but I keep going back to it.
It's just that one song, isn't it, man?
Because Technicolor is my song of the year. Like my song of the year. It's my song of the year. I know Spotify rap that's going to be my number one song of the year, Technicolor. So I'm going to have to shout that album out. So those are my two.
What happened, man? I saw that there was a mugshot and did he get?
Yeah, he got arrested. Yeah, he got.
And then the police officer, he said to the police officer, "You're going to make me miss my show." He's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Oh.
Craziness.
No, I know. We're living in a world where Justin Timberlake isn't recognised. That's crazy.
He's old though. He's not dancing the same way he used to. He looks like someone's drunk dad at a wedding. Like he ain't dancing the same way anymore.
I like that. That's good. I might have to go to a show. Fucking hell, man. This went off the rails. My head hurts.
Okay, let's try and get out of this podcast.
Someone's drunk dad. God. No one had energy to laugh.
He's moving slow. You want to talk about Rick Ross punching somebody? You should talk about Justin Timberlake dancing nowadays. You hear his bones creaking, man.
Oh my god! Oh no!
Damn. When he dances, it sounds like that bit in Rock Your Body. That's how it's all his bones popping and stuff. It sounds like.
That's got a whole new meaning now. That song. Shit. Neil, last but not least.
I don't really have much, Brennus, outside of listening to the catch up and all that kind of stuff where you've been listening to the albums. I've been listening to kind of the older songs and older albums. But what I have been listening to, I would say, is ScH's album.
Yeah.
Heavy. Oh, yeah. That's what I've been listening to. And a little bit of Atavista, Donald Glover.
Oh, yeah. They're good shouts. I like that.
Reissued.
R&B's in a good place right now, right?
Yeah.
I feel
for sure. Even like SZA headlining Glastonbury.
That was apparently a flop. She was performing to an empty crowd is what I saw online.
Oh no. It got good though. Like I was like watching it halfway through. She was bringing good energy.
Are we gonna revisit the Kendrick SZA?
SZA's a bigger artist than Kendrick. I stick by my argument.
I stick by it as well.
Well,
the way people are singing those songs.
The crowd didn't state that at all because Kendrick's crowd was bigger than SZA's. There was gaps in there because obviously I've been watching Glastonbury. Coldplay set was unbelievable and that was packed to the rafters, whereas SZA's was just there was gaps, man. Although it got rated 5-star, I didn't mind it.
Because I looked at the lineup for this year's Glastonbury. I was like, this looks like my Spotify library, which means this is not for anybody. Do you know what I mean? This is not what created.
SZA don't feel right for Glastonbury. No, SZA don't feel right like to headline Glastonbury. In my opinion,
on the last day as well. At least put her on the Friday or something. Don't put her on the last day. Especially after what Coldplay have headlined 5 times, and I'm telling you that set was actually incredible. So for SZA to then follow up after that, it was silly to do that.
Does Coldplay even have any new songs? Are they just playing all the original ones? Like
I don't know. You know, I think they're playing all the original ones. They were playing all their classics.
But who would headline over SZA?
I think
the reason why I say that because she had one.
I think Doja Cat would have absolutely destroyed Glastonbury.
That's good because she's got bangers.
I agree, but
she's selling out the O2
feel like
or something every week right at the moment. She's been performing all up and down the country.
But I feel like SZA had a better success, especially with this album. I think look at all the songs that she wrote on that album. You got Snooze, you got Kill Bill,
They're
she had
TikTok
got-
songs. They ain't drawing in
Do you know
crowds.
what that's what I mean more.
That's it.
I think that I think Scissor's big enough in terms of popularity. It's more the music itself is that to me it doesn't scream like festival headlining music. I know she's got some songs, whereas with Kendrick there is that energy and of course Coldplay have got anthems. You know what I mean? I feel like if you're going to headline Glastonbury, you've got to have anthemic music. I don't think Scissor's got. She's got incredible music.
Definitely doesn't.
But it's
Fair,
not.
I see. That's a good point. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this year was struggling the lineup. I know we haven't discussed this, even though it's what happened literally last week. But yeah, the Glasto lineup. When I was looking at it, I was like, this ain't right. Something about this ain't right. And my fears were proven when I saw what Scissor's crowd looked like. I was like, that is a damn shame.
It was a shame because, sorry, I was just going to say Guardian rated it 5 out of 5 because she didn't do anything wrong with her set. The set was actually really, really good. It was a shame to see the crowd. I was there watching it with Harriet and I'm thinking, oh, it's such a shame. Why is the crowd so sparse? She deserved better than that. But I just think it's the scheduling. Like, to follow up after Coldplay, I just don't think they should have done that.
True.
No, you're right. I agree. I think last but not least, should we get to some of our most anticipated projects of the year? Like for the second half of the year, sorry. I jotted down a few on our run through. There's Eminem's coming. I don't know how we feel about that. There's Bashy's dropping an album.
I'm not
UK. Like
interested in
that's
that.
something.
He's dropped. I think he dropped recently.
But
actually.
that single he dropped was sick.
The single's very good. Yeah. Common and Pete Rock are dropping.
Common already dropped an
new
album.
singles every
It's
couple
apparently quite good.
When did Common drop an album?
Common dropped an album.
When?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Nah.
I feel like I don't know about that.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, Bashy dropped already.
I'm just going to fire them off, and if anyone wants to, like, there's Denzel Curry.
Yeah, I'm not bugging. Oh, sorry, it's an EP. Sorry, all kinds of
okay.
ideas he dropped. The little EP with Pete Rock. Yeah, sorry, carry on.
Oh, isn't that just a single with the other singles on it? Or-
Yeah, it's three little songs. I thought it was an album. I saved it. I haven't listened to it yet. My bad. Carry on.
There's Mustard, or formerly known as DJ Mustard's dropping a project. That will be interesting after what's happened this year.
He's going to be Metro Boomin levels of popular now. He's going to be that producer that people go to do whole albums with now.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
was already big in my eyes, but he's rebranded, and this, not like us, is, sorry to go back to the beef, has made him, a bigger producer than he once was. So, yeah, Mustard should be
I just remembered one. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre Missionary. Apparently that's
not happening.
Yeah.
That's on
Apparently
the
it's
same hard drive
dropping,
as the
man.
Detox. They ain't coming out.
Oh god.
Didn't Dr. Dre do another album that we spoke about maybe like 2 years ago? Apparently, like even posted a picture saying, "Oh, the album's wrapped." It was with that singer, what's her name, Thingy Ambrosini or whatever.
Fuck no.
Marsha
Let's talk about people that are
Let's
actually
talk
going to
about
drop
that
and
one,
have release dates. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Denzel Curry.
There's a
Curry,
Rakim album coming out at the end of this month as well.
Rakim.
Are we looking forward to it though? I'm not.
I'll check it, but I'm not getting my hopes up. Yeah. I respect it because it's him, but it's we'll see. Yeah. But and then the other Rakim, ASAP Rocky, finally. Don't Be Dumb, is it called or something like that? I don't know.
No clue. But his feature on the future album, like I said earlier, absolutely fire. So I'm excited for ASAP Rocky.
He's in a good
He
space.
seems like he's in a good space, and I think Rihanna might ghostwrite for him, so his songs are going to have a lot more popular appeal. What? You're telling me you're making music and your baby's Rihanna and she's not going to be like, you need to change that one there, or whatever she says.
She's got taste. Rihanna's got good taste. She knows how to be pop. So, yeah.
You're violating. You're on smoke.
Oh wow. Just to quickly go back to like I said, Denzel Curry. That single he dropped this year with this month with what's he called? ASAP Ferg and I can't remember.
She's on my list of people that I need to watch out for.
Yeah, who is that?
I don't know. She's new.
Who is that? I can't find the name. I haven't got it.
Denzel Curry's always. It's Tia Corrine or Corrine. Tia Corine.
Yeah,
she's
that came on straight after Not Like Us once when I was just like shuffling. Yeah. That's a nice little 1-2 punch, those two singles.
Denzel Curry's good at finding these hard female rappers, man. They're all over the place, and we just don't know about them, and she's one of them.
Yes. I also think Chance the Rapper as well. Those singles he's been dropping are really
he's apparently
those
the build up
singles
to an
are
album
fire
as well.
that he's been dropping.
Yeah, like he sounds the best I've ever heard him to be honest.
Apparently his marriage got
crazy.
fucked up, and so he's like on some redemption arc for his career or something. Something like that's going on, apparently.
Oh, and the previous album was about the wedding, wasn't it? The big day.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Yeah, he's a broken man, but he's rapping like
didn't
the
go
Reds
well.
do, so let him do his thing.
JPEG Mafia as well. Come on.
Oi, that single's
It's crazy, isn't it? It's a bit
video.
upsetting.
Yeah, the video is disturbing. Yeah, there's quite a few. I mean, there's some other ones that don't have release dates that are floating about. Baby Keem. There's obviously the rumors of Kendrick. So I think like I mean, we've spoken about how stacked the first half of some of these previous years have been, but let's not forget something like 2021 where you got things like Simbi and you got that summer with Vince's album, and like off the top of my head, I'm forgetting things now, but I feel like the second half of the year might be where it really kicks off in terms of albums, unless this beef kicks up again and then the whole game gets saturated. But let's hope we get great music and no violence. And yeah, man, looking forward to the second half of the year. Hey, this is Sean, and thanks for listening to another episode of The Grey Area. Are you an upcoming artist, critic, journalist, or content creator? Hit us up on our Discord or in our YouTube comments if you want to share new music, take part in an interview, or are interested in collaborating. Links to these can be found in the show notes. Take care.